What's up, football fans? I'm Junior, and this is the 2 Point Conversation. Man, you got a mouthful of cookies there, right? They're a little firm, aren't they?
They're just plain hard. They're rock.
They're a little hard.
But they're
I took them out, after I should have, and yeah, they're good though.
Yeah.
Otis Spunkmeyer, if you want to sponsor us,
Yeah.
just based on the last name is the best, right? You're sick. All right.
You said it now.
So this is actually a big day for football, and it's not in the professional field, is it?
No. High school state championships are today. I want to give a shout out to my good friend, Mr. Dean Corcoran, officiating his last state game, as we call it. So, yeah, congrats on that. And as far as I could hear early on, it's not much of a game, but
yeah.
Hey,
well, we wish we were there.
Sure.
Circumstances obviously come up, and for personal reasons, we're not there, or I'm not there for certain reasons. But Lake Stevens making it to the state championship.
Big thing. Yep.
Dean doing his last football game as an official. It's
yep.
Big. Marysville Pilchuck made it to the semifinals.
State semifinals. Yep.
So Snohomish County, putting it on the map in the state of Washington, doing pretty good.
Yep.
We definitely like state and local football. If there wasn't all these crazy rules and regulations, we would have been surrounded by it. I would have been a lot more games, but there's just rules and regulations that I don't like. But Friday Night Lights, there's nothing better.
Yep, there you go. Gotta love it.
You gotta love it, right?
Okay.
So do you want to go into our reviews of last week?
Yeah, the first review is, let's talk about some flat out terrible injuries, man.
Let's talk about some terrible injuries, you and I. We're very monotone tonight. I'm exhausted. I dressed up like an elf last night.
Feeling good.
Are you feeling good?
Yeah.
I dressed up like an elf last night and decided to do a church event in the freezing cold in tights. Can you imagine me in tights, though? Think about it.
Scary.
Isn't it just doesn't it just blow your mind? So if you're out there and you're like, man, I wonder what a man's man would look like in tights.
Or a midget.
I'm evenly proportioned, bro.
I took a lot
I'm
of
just
height
short.
jokes on this one, I tell you.
Yeah, of course, because elf, our
Yeah.
size. I think they're referring
His size.
What?
of
We
course.
are the same size.
Not even close.
Okay,
All
let's
right.
talk about some horrific injuries, and then we're going to talk about some trade possibilities
Well, I
too.
don't want to say they're horrific injuries.
Talk about them.
Christian McCaffrey, done for the year.
Now,
Okay.
wait, stop right there. How many games did he start? Then did he get injured? Then he came back. Now he's out for the year.
I'm going to say
That
he
sucks.
probably maybe played in 4 or 5 games or something.
Whoa.
Sad. That's tough.
What was his injury?
I think they're going to go with this one as an ankle injury,
Oh, okay.
and I guess he's in a boot. So just got to keep him out.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, there you go.
Canadian. Hey.
Hey. So so that's a rough one.
Christian McCaffrey.
That's right. Dalvin Cook, shoulder injury. That hurts personally for me because he was like one of my best running backs.
Is he out for the year?
No, maybe 14, 15 if he's lucky. 15, I think.
Let's
maybe even 16.
Let's go back. Okay, Carolina Panthers 5-17, right? With Christian McCaffrey on the field, much better of a team. Without Christian McCaffrey, all the divisions this year are looking pretty tight, except for a few, like maybe a couple. But Christian McCaffrey definitely makes that Panthers team much better. Same thing with Minnesota. Minnesota at the beginning of the year didn't look like they had a chance. Now they're winning games. They were the only ones to beat one of the few that beat the Packers this year. So without Dalvin Cook, I don't know. I think what's his name with the long hair behind him? What's his name? Peterson?
Are we talking about
The backup for Dalvin Cook.
Alexander Madison?
See, I was close. It was very
Whatever.
He's pretty good sometimes, or maybe it's just against the Seahawks.
Good. He's good when Dalvin Cook, especially he's good when Dalvin Cook is out.
Yeah.
When he doesn't have to worry about somebody coming in behind me, he's pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think he'll be a good pickup. Unfortunately, we have a tiny league, so I can't really get. We only carry 13 players.
It's not the only thing you have tiny
in the league. I tell you what, he's going down the slippery slope that we just try to stick to here at Fantasy Football.
He
backs himself up.
Dude, that was funny. It was random. I didn't even look like I wrote on the board.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
So,
Our
yeah,
producer's gone.
Yeah. So he's acting up. The producer's not here to
So
control
yeah,
it.
yeah. I don't want to get fired. She's out of town, so
Yeah,
whatever.
good luck with that.
Okay, so Dalvin Cook, Christian McCaffrey, a couple other injuries. Who?
Oh, geez. I don't know.
That was it.
I don't know. Those are big ones. Those are the first 2 overall picks in our fantasy league. So
Oh, okay.
that's pretty bad. You still got Derrick Henry, number 3.
Yep.
So he's out.
He's out.
Alvin Kamara,
Saquon
4.
Barkley.
He's out.
Right?
Yeah. Saquon Barkley was a little farther down the line, but Saquon's back. So he's playing.
That
He's just
ankle
not
was
really,
disgusting.
well, it's the way it goes, man.
Will you talk about that possible trade with Saquon Barkley and Russell?
Well, yeah, I don't know. I'm not gonna spread any rumors right now.
Let's spread rumors.
Let's
That's
just
fun.
stop. Let's just stop
Let's
right
say
there
it.
and say, hey, okay, the Seahawks. It's been a tough year.
It's been an ugly year. You have the same record as the Jets. That is terrible. If you have the same record as the Jets, you might be one of the worst teams in the NFL this year.
Yeah, but give you a good draft pick, I guess. So
I guess
there
if
you
that's what
go.
we're going for. Now I got a question. As bad as many questions or as many problems as we've had on that offensive line, how many offensive linemen did we draft last year?
I don't know.
Yeah, not many.
really
I
don't
think
pay
one.
attention.
And that's a big problem. I think if this year we're going to start moving up the ranks as far as drafts, I think we need to beef up that offensive line. I think we got weapons. We just don't know how to use them. And I think Coach Carroll needs to go.
Yeah, no, we've been hearing that from you for quite a while.
Yeah.
We'll just have to wait and see on that one. So
Get him out of there. Get him
Yeah.
out of there. Okay.
all right,
All right. So you want to go our review?
go?
Let's review.
picks.
Games
Oh,
last
baby.
week. We both picked New England
Yeah,
against Tennessee. Wow, New England is looking good.
yeah. Find out how good.
Unbelievable.
Monday night against Buffalo.
Do you think this
That'll
makes
be-
Brady a little bit irritated?
why?
Well, because he left the Tampa Bay, and the question was in everybody's mind: was it Brady? Was it Belichick? Was it both that won them all those championships? Brady obviously excelled in Tampa Bay, right? Just completely changed that team. Don't touch me. You don't.
You touched me, so we'll just leave it at that.
But Tom Brady goes over to Tampa Bay and just,
Oh,
and Belichick, it looked like there was some trying to refigure some things out. They were not looking good. Now Mac Jones is just running that thing, and they're beating good teams. New England is now ahead in that division, their first place in that division, and they have a huge game this week. Yeah, I don't know. I just thought New England is definitely looking like the New England of old with a completely new team. Their defense looks good.
Playing good on both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
absolutely.
for sure. Well, we both
Yep.
picked New England, so that was a good game. Let's talk about the LA Rams and the Green Bay Packer game, which I picked Green Bay and you picked the Los Angeles Rams.
I did. Yep. I think you have to take some chances out there. And, I think the Rams just played poorly.
They're terrible.
And so there you go. So
Stafford looks like the Lions Stafford.
some weeks he does. Other
He is
weeks he does.
streaky.
He looks like a great quarterback out there. But, you get what you get, I guess. And so Packers played pretty well. Rodgers is playing at the top of his game.
Think he's MVP candidate?
Yep, absolutely. Aaron Jones
2 years in a
gets
row.
hurt, right? And AJ Dillon comes in, and
Dude, the
they don't
guy's
miss a beat.
he's
So
a tank,
you
bro.
got to have those, right? You look at something like Seattle, and you don't really have that.
Nothing.
Carson, it's never really mounted. Now he's done, and nobody's come in to be any good. So I don't know. I don't know who it is. The line, the backs, the play calling, or a combination of all that.
What, are we talking
I
about the
don't
Seahawks now?
We're talking about how the Seahawks can't seem to have anybody come in that could do the same things that a Carson could. Played more. So
I thought we were talking about the Packers game.
oh geez. Let's just go on with
All right,
it.
I want to talk about Cooper Kupp. Get him the ball on every. If you're the Rams, which I still think all around have a really good team, they just don't know how to put it all together. They don't know how to make
Maybe.
things work. And Stafford is really, really streaky, but Cooper Kupp is amazing. Their defense has amazing players. I don't know what's happening with that team. Green Bay does look really good, amazing. AJ
Yep.
Dillon, is a beast. You hit him at the 5-yard line, and he drags the pile into the end zone. He's a monster. And so, yeah, he's a great backup for Aaron Jones. The Packers are going to be the team to beat. It was surprising that Minnesota beat him, I thought. But, there's a game. It's always close. All right, what about Cleveland at Baltimore? We both picked Baltimore to win.
Yeah. Cleveland doesn't look like much anymor.
God, they looked good at the beginning of the year. What is going on with that team?
Yeah, I don't know. I think how Lamar goes is how Baltimore goes. If that's how
Yeah.
this works. I think that they're not very, very good when Lamar doesn't play very good. And I think the other way is how they're going to look. So Cleveland, kind of sucking it.
Yep.
Tough.
They're very terrible.
Tough.
Our dog is about ready to pull out all the wires on the computer.
Yeah,
so if you're
we'll
wondering
figure
what
it
we're
out.
doing,
We'll figure it out.
get your bone, Winston. Oh, yep. Now go play on the freeway. Okay, so Seattle at Washington. Man, Monday Night Football.
Ugly.
It was ugly. Go back to all the stuff you were saying because that was it was horrible. Man, defense, offense. It's almost like Russell Wilson doesn't know how to read defenses or if he ever could read defenses. Like it's crazy. He has wide open players that he's missing. Like he's throwing it into double coverage. It's almost like he doesn't know how to read defenses anymore or if he ever did. And that's a huge problem as a quarterback. You got to know what you're playing every single down. And he just doesn't.
Finger's still not good, though.
Yeah, the finger I get, but it's
overthrowing everybody.
If your finger is still hurting, you still have your dump offs. You still have, but he's missing. He's missing easy passes. We're against a Washington football team that is not, top notch. I really like. Oh, don't pull that cord out. I don't mind. I like Ron Rivera a lot. I think what he's doing with that football team is really, really good. But that's a team. That's a team that we should have beat. That's a team that the Seahawks should beat. We're losing to some crazy teams that should not beat us, and I'm really sad for the Seahawks this year.
Well. That's the way it goes. Can't win every single year. You do the best you can. We'll see how this whole thing washes out.
Yeah, it's depressing.
Yeah, well, for you. I mean, that's the way it is.
I have a tattoo of a Seahawk on my arm.
Yeah, he does not have any tattoos. He's afraid of needles, like somebody else I know.
Yeah.
So just not something.
But I was thinking about it, and now I'm not going to do it.
Well, that's what you get for thinking.
Why the heck would I want to see?
Quite an event I meant for you to think.
It doesn't happen very
scary,
often. How about Dallas and New Orleans? Okay.
Yeah.
New Orleans Saints. What happened to your team? You suck. 5 straight losses.
Well, you lost your starting quarterback. You lost your starting running back.
He wasn't that good anyway.
Starting your backup running back.
Kamara was good. That's a huge hit.
Backup quarterback. I mean, it's
Playing
not
with
easy
injuries.
in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You got good weeks and bad weeks, but they kind of bit that one. And Dallas didn't look that good, even beat up New Orleans team. So
yeah, well,
I don't know who it is. I don't know who the best team is right now.
Who is the best team in the NFL right now? Yeah, that's a weird year.
I don't know.
It was easy. It used to be easy. Kansas City Chiefs, right? Or Tampa Bay Buccaneers, or it's like, but these Green Bay Packers, man, they lose to these weeks to these certain teams. But I got to be honest, it makes it more interesting that the closest. Like, when you look at these divisions, they're a lot closer than they've been in the past couple of years. AFC North, AFC West, the NFC South, they're all real in it. Like all their teams are a game away from really pulling away, and so. It does make for an interesting year of football if that's what you like. You ready to start our picks?
Yeah. Well, this is a little clarity here. This is what the NFL wants, right? Parity.
Yeah,
they want people watching because you're getting close to this time of year where people start turning the TVs off because their favorite team's out of it.
Yeah.
There's a lot of teams that are still in this thing and this thing can go a lot of ways. One injury here or there.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let me tell you, we got Aaron Rodgers. He goes down.
Oh, man. You saw what happened with Jordan Love, man.
Changes everything.
It changes everything. That game was horrible.
Yeah.
It's just, and the crazy part about that is it could be something so simple as a finger or an ankle or a knee or a shoulder. And it completely changes the entire dynamic of and I guess that's the Saints. The Saints, Jameis Winston and Alvin Kamara, without them, you don't have a team. Those are two dynamic key players that,
Yeah, they're playing pretty good on defense. They're not very good on offense.
They suck. Sean Payton, I don't like him either.
Yeah, stop.
Down by the bayou in Louisiana.
Okay.
Okay, you ready for this?
Weird.
You ready for this? Let's do our picks. So
this?
Dad and I are dead even on the picks. So do you want to go first or you want me to pick first? Why don't you pick first in the first game, second game, we'll do that kind of a thing. And then we'll hug it out afterwards.
Oh, God. All right. LA. Cincinnati.
Yep.
All right.
This is going to be a good game.
I think this is going to be a pretty good game. I think both teams are great. Eckler's playing well, scoring almost every single week.
Mm-hmm.
Just happens to be playing. On the other side is Joe Mixon. Last 4 weeks, scored 2 touchdowns in every single game.
Yeah.
Right? He's right up there. Mixon, Eckler, and there's this guy, Jonathan Taylor, that plays for Indianapolis. So those guys seem like the highest scoring fantasy running backs right now.
All right. So anyway, write that down if you're doing
Eckler
fantasy.
and Mixon playing against each other. So
yeah,
I like Cincinnati in this game. I think they're gonna pull this one out.
We got Herbert. We got Burrows. Right? We got Mixon. We got Eckler. We got Keenan Allen. We got Chase. These are some pretty dynamic players lined up right down the middle. Both teams, Chargers 6-5, Bengals 7-4. Both have an opportunity to win their division. This should be an interesting game. I am going to pick the Bengals in this division or in this game. What are you going to pick?
I already said.
Who?
I don't get him.
Who
Is he
you gonna
not?
pick?
Is he just not paying attention? He says, "Go first,"
And who'd you pick?
and I picked the Bengals.
Oh, okay.
Cincinnati.
Then I'm going to pick the Bengals, and it's just because.
Wow. I mean, I'm telling you, sometimes I don't know. He just comes out of the woodwork. I don't see him all day, and all of a sudden he's got all this stuff, and he's kind of whacked out of it. He's just, and he keeps doing that. Stop getting up in it. Okay, stop that.
What? I'm
That's
just
weird.
What? I'm
Stop
zooming
touching it.
I'm zooming in on you,
Stop.
bro.
Stop.
Can I do it
Stop.
one more time?
No,
Please?
you can't.
I want
No,
them to see your
it's
shorts.
your turn.
I want them to see
It's
your
turn.
I want them to see the
It's
shorts
your-
you're wearing. They're very high. They're
Come
like
on, man. Just play the game.
San Francisco at Seattle. Huh. Wonder who I'm going to pick in that game.
Yeah.
San Francisco, I'm going to give you credit. All right. You came back. You're at 6-5 on the year. You have an opportunity to make the playoffs. If you really consider if they continue playing like they're playing, you have an opportunity to make the playoffs. Unbelievable. San
Yeah.
Francisco looked horrible this year. Horrible. They're starting to put it together on defense. They're starting to put it together on offense.
Yep.
I never picked against the Seahawks. I'm going to pick the Seattle Seahawks.
I picked San Francisco. Next.
Have you picked the Seahawks all year?
I don't know.
Why haven't you?
Because
Let's
they
talk
suck.
about it. Let's talk about
There's
it.
nothing to talk about. They suck. I'm
let's-
sorry.
Let's talk about it.
There's nothing to pick
The
here.
most underrated weapon that they used to have, Dixon. He doesn't even look that good on the Seahawks now. The
Wow.
punter.
I'm not going to go there. He still is a great punter.
Hall of Famer?
he's good. Come on. After 1 year, you know what we're doing here? I mean, come on.
Can you be a
Hall
punter
of
and be a
Famer.
Hall of Famer?
Sure.
You can?
Sure. Absolutely.
And you think he'll make it?
I don't know. I don't care. He's a punter.
I
really don't care
I
right
think
now.
they should honor punters a little bit more.
Great.
Do you
Fantastic.
think I'll make the Hall of Fame?
Not even close.
In like whatever
Not
we're
even,
doing here?
You don't even make the. I mean, you
That
don't even
was
start the
weird.
word Hall of Fame. He doesn't even make the.
I don't know what that means. All right, Seahawks.
He isn't getting anywhere near that word.
And you're going to pick
Words.
the San Francisco
Of course,
49ers.
I already did.
Okay,
that
so how
fast.
about Denver at Kansas City?
All right. Plain and simple. I think the
gonna be
cream
interesting.
rises to the top. It is now time for these teams to start taking over control of their
Wait,
divisions.
what?
I like Kansas City. I don't think that.
Explain your cream
that
to the
Denver-
top thing. I'm gonna-
Okay, the best teams will start to win now because now's when everything starts to, need it. You got to win. You got to win now.
No,
You don't have any choice.
get out of here, Winston.
He's fine.
He's
Leave
not
the
going
dog
to
alone.
on the board.
He's touching nothing. Don't worry about him. Yeah, I don't know why he just still does all that because it doesn't matter. But yeah, I like Kansas City.
You like
Go
Kansas
ahead.
City? All right. I think if you're a Denver fan, you're really hoping to win this game. I think that because you're in the same division, and you actually have a chance too. This is a huge game in your guys' division, a 7-4 against a 6-5. I mean, if you're Denver, if you can beat Kansas City, you have the rights to win that division. I mean, right? You're beating the best team, but you're also in the division with the Las Vegas Raiders and the Chargers. The Chargers win against the Bengals this week. That's a huge win for them too. I like these close AFC matchups that are happening right now. And so I'm going to pick Kansas City, but that's only because I think they have the better team. But I think Denver has upset some teams this year. They've looked good on defense, but I still think Kansas City is going to pull that one off. Okay, the game of Monday night, one of the best games, New England Patriots at the Buffalo Bills,
Yep.
both in the same division, both have an opportunity to run away with this division. Buffalo looks terrible. They have no run game. You got to figure something out, bro. Allen looks terrible. I don't know how you pick Buffalo in this game. You want me to pick first? I'm going to pick New England. I'm going to pick New England to go into Buffalo at their home and win.
Okay, and I pick Buffalo. No question. I like Buffalo. They're not as horrible as some people
They suck.
make them out to be. They're
They
not.
suck,
They're not.
bro.
They had a great game last week.
What?
They're good.
Who'd they
Yeah.
beat?
I don't know. Somebody.
Somebody terrible.
I don't know about that.
I mean, when you got easy, I mean, who'd New England beat last week? Tennessee? I mean,
Another team that has nothing left.
Tennessee is pretty
No
bad.
AJ Brown.
Yep.
No Derrick Henry.
Their
no-
injuries are play. It's
Julio
time for the
Jones.
second strings to step up.
Yeah. It's
So
not
you
that
do
easy.
think Buffalo's
I picked them. It's simple. Yes, they're playing at home. Cream has to rise to the top. If they don't play well in this game, look out, right? I mean, this is a team that a lot of people picked to go to the Super Bowl this year, right? They have a lot of weapons, right? And have looked in spots to be a really good team. But right now, that's not happening.
right.
So, but they are still winning.
Yeah.
So
all right.
pull it together. Here we go.
Hey, here's Winston.
Made an appearance by the dog. Okay, fantastic. Thank you.
Okay, so Buffalo.
Yeah.
Who's name some of those wide receivers that they got? Do you like Knox? Did you pick up
Stephon
Knox?
Diggs.
Stephon Diggs is
Yeah,
pretty
Dustin
good.
Knox. No, I still have a question of how I ended up not getting him.
Yeah.
So yeah, but anyway.
Oh, was it like a waiver wire thing?
Yes, of
What
course.
the heck
But
happened
anyway,
there? Did they
I don't-
cheat?
I don't know. It's crazy. So anyway, yeah, Dustin Knox. You got Emmanuel Sanders also there.
Yeah.
I mentioned Diggs. Matt Breida. He used to play for the 49ers. He's now playing. I think he's going to get some more playing time with Buffalo. So
As a running
I
back?
like him. Yes, as the running back.
Yeah. Still think Buffalo's going to come out and beat New England, huh?
It's pretty simple, dude. I picked him. That's the way it is. You picked yours. I picked mine. Okay.
Come on, New England. I can't believe I'm rooting for New England. I hate New England.
Yeah, not this week.
All right, don't. All right, let's go to Thursday Night Football. We're just picking this week because who cares, right? Who cares? Pittsburgh at Minnesota. I'm going to pick Minnesota.
Yeah, me too.
Even without Dalvin Cook,
Me too.
I still think Pittsburgh is looking horrible. And I'm going to tell you why. I won't pick Pittsburgh for the rest of this year. And you know why? Because they tied with the Lions.
Yeah. Well, there you go. Tells you a lot right there, doesn't it?
Should give you a pretty good rundown of what to look forward to. There's no way a team like the Pittsburgh Steelers is probably going to win when you tie with the Lions. Did you know the Lions haven't won a game all year? Did you know that? The only one left? The Jets are terrible. The Texans, the Seahawks. I can't believe I'm even saying that. And the Jags. These are all terrible teams.
Yeah.
Terrible teams this year, man. Less than 3 wins on all of them. Winston has not stopped fighting me this entire time.
The big story
We need our
now. Big
producer.
story now, though, is the quarterback for the Steelers, Roethlisberger, has come out and said, "Looks like this is going to be it for him."
Okay, good.
Yeah.
You're slow and old
So
and pathetic.
doesn't really give you a lot of hope when your quarterback's saying he's going to retire. And
Yeah.
it's like, well,
The guy,
we suck.
he can't move. Have you seen him in the pocket? He's worse than like some of the older guys. Like Brady moves better than Roethlisberger.
He moves. Jagger moves it. He moves like Jagger. He's got moves like Jagger.
And when the cream rises to the top,
I say he just doesn't get it. He just keeps saying that same thing when it doesn't matter. And I say it and it makes sense.
we just went into the Jagger thing. He got moves like Jagger. Ben Roethlisberger does not have moves like Jagger. He has
He could.
moves like a boulder.
on a dance floor. On the dance floor. he could.
Locked in place. You know what I'm saying?
I'm saying?
He is okay. So let's talk about AP getting signed to the practice squad for the Seahawks.
No. Forget that. He's already been moved to the active roster. He is playing tomorrow against
Dude,
the
the
49ers.
legend. I don't care what
Do
you
your homework.
say about AP. He's the man. All right. Give him some recognition. You know, he might be older. He might be, but he's a legend.
He's a Hall of Famer.
A first ballot Hall of Famer.
I'm not going to go that far.
You don't
No,
think so?
I am not sure. No, I'm not sure. Yeah, I just think that he's
what
good.
he did with the Vikings?
Yeah, but I don't think he's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Just it.
Why do you not think
I
that?
don't know. I mean, there's so many good ones out there.
That's true. But I mean, he
We'll
is a
see.
legendary
He is
status.
legend.
You know,
Yes,
I mean,
yes.
he's been around the block. He holds multiple records. So I think it's kind of cool. I mean, it can't hurt the Seahawks at this point. I don't really know anything that could happen to the Seahawks that could really make them any worse. Maybe Russell Wilson hurts another toe or finger or something.
I don't know.
Yeah. All right. So those are our picks.
Woo wee.
We finished
It's
really
gonna be a
early
crazy week.
this week.
We've done
Yeah.
pretty good. We've done, pretty quick through all this stuff. But
Yep. We
you
love
know,
you.
Hey, we love you. Be kind.
Yep.
Love the Lord, man. He's out there. Cares
Yep.
for every one of you.
All right, guys.
All right.
Should we just wrap it
Take
up?
care. Wrap it up.
All right. See you guys
See ya.
later. Bye. Bye.